Check 1, 2. 1, 2.
Ladies and
Check 1,
ladies and
2.
gentlemen,
Check 1, 2.
we apologize for all the technical issues. Our live stream computer that we have, it actually crashed on us, and we had to reset it. So we are back. We did miss a few things. All right, we are back. I do apologize. We had some technical difficulties. Our system here that runs our live stream crashed, so that has been adjusted and fixed now, so hopefully we'll be up and running. We did miss a few things. Gatlinburg has scored. There was a huge pass to Ben Reese, and then they went on down the field and scored. So the current score is 24-8.
Guffey
Seymour
looking
has the
that
ball.
way, throwing the corner. Ogo gonna be wrapped up. And we do appreciate all these lovely Eagle fans coming out here to support our Eagles on home opener.
Big shout out to Ron Blades for coming up and helping us get the stream reestablished here and the audio working. We still are having a few issues because the computer is not operating correctly. So
Camera is back on.
So we got Guffey, and then we got Trips once again.
3 wide receivers set. Guffey got a handoff. Gibson with a big hole. Gibson.
Gibson's going to pick up 3 for the first down.
That's the basketball set. We'll just leave it as the basketball set to start off with. There you go, guys.
Once again, thanks to Jason Davis and Ron Blades for getting us back up and running. Ty Buffington and I will try to take you on into halftime. We got 3 minutes and 22 seconds here. Seymour's got the ball. Trips open for Seymour. Trips are to the left. One receiver to the right. Govey is your quarterback.
Guffey, snap back to Guffey. Guffey slinging it down over the middle. Caught by Grattan. Jackson Grattan.
Grattan with a catch for another first down. It's going to pick up about 12 on the play.
Move those chains. We keep the train rolling, people. It'll be first down. Next stop, possible end zone. And you heard it right there. We got first down, 10 to go. Trips right, Guffey. Hands it off, Ryan Gibson. Gibson got a big hole. Gibson
tackled by Reese from Gatlinburg-Pittman. Reese was the one when y'all weren't when the stream went off just a minute ago that made the big catch for Gatlinburg-Pittman. So he's a two-way player for GP, but he makes that tackle on Gibson. Gibson hard to bring down. Big old boy.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. We got doubles. We got stacked doubles, 2 to each side here for the Eagles.
It'll be Farmer and Grattan and Guffey. Got to be under pressure.
Scrambles.
Guffey scrambles. Guffey trying to find somewhere to go.
Looks like he's going to lose about 1 on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and a long 6.
And speaking of, when you mentioned the Southeastern Conference, we got moving things over to UT football. UT kicks off their home opener against UTC.
Won't be long until we hear it. Football time in Tennessee.
How you thinking that game's going to go?
It better be big for the Vols.
Yeah, I'm going like a 56-3 win.
That sounds pretty good. That's Jason Davis agrees with Ty on that. He goes with the big, large margin.
Guffey under pressure. Guffey spins away. Guffey. Oh, my goodness.
Guffey showing some wheels.
Down the right side. Right. Madden Guffey. Wow.
Smart play by Guffey. He scrambles, evades 2 from GP, and rolls on down and steps out, but we got a marker on the field.
If this is on Seymour, this is a shame because Guffey made magic happen. And as soon as I called it, it's against Seymour.
We're already walking back here.
And Davis says a hold is coming very late on Seymour.
Yeah, we did. So it came from the end of the play. So it's going to make it 3rd down and about. It's a long 3.
Hate to see the pointless hold there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that could have been avoided. That's downfield. We're already moving. We don't need to make that mistake. Here we go. Double set for Seymour.
Guffey in the gun. Guffey to go. Gibson to his right.
Oh, we got Gibson still in.
Guffey.
Guffey rolls, looks.
Guffey fires. It is incomplete.
And there's the flag.
And flag, it's going to be on Pittman.
Yep, it's going to be pass interference.
And that's
Yeah, that was good defense, but too much for the officials. So that Seymour's going to get that one. That's fantastic, fantastic play right there.
yes, so you hold it right there. First down, maybe. Throw down in 3. Just give you a little history lesson about these two. Last time these two
Pass and catch right there.
What an absolute dot! And the student section's getting hyped up. You get hyped up, Eagle fans. We got first down and 2. And could we end the half with points? And we got the band over there dancing a little bit. The Cotton Eye Joe going on. And they sure will be doing it. Here we go. Grattan in that quarterback. Grattan.
Folks, we're still having an issue with this system.
And he is in the end zone. Touchdown, Seymour. Jackson Grattan.
And that is a touchdown for the Eagles.
Jackson Grattan on the carry.
And ladies and gentlemen at home, we do apologize for the continued technical difficulty because we do have a short in the system somewhere. So it is cut in, and we are working on that. So we do apologize if it cuts in and out. We'll try to have that fixed for the second half. We will work on that, so we do apologize. But touchdown, Eagles.
Yes, sir. We'll certainly have that fixed for all you Eagle fans. As here we go, is spot down. Kendall is up, and it is good.
Jackson
Got it.
Kendall adds the +1. 24-15, Gatlinburg.
Seymour cuts it back to within 1 score. Maybe 2. We'll try and get this whole technical difficulty thing fixed by the second half, or at least we'll try.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back on this. So again, we do have a short in one of the cords, and it is what is causing our problems. The issue with it, though, is it is a short to the actual power supply for the computer. So that is our issue that we're having, and we're just hoping and praying it's gonna. We're leaving it alone and hoping and praying it's gonna be okay for the rest of the game here, but it is very sensitive. So
very. And at halftime, I'll be going down to the Seymour High School Marching Band. Our halftime show today is called Life on Mars. Hence the shirts that we are wearing. Kendall got it away, and it's a squibber. Here we go. It'll be number 14 to bring it out for Pittman. Wrestled down, and that would
14's Caden Froelich for the Highlanders, and they bring it out. The ball looks like it's at the 41-yard line.
First down, 10 to go, Pittman.
25.7 seconds left to go in the half. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to try to just not touch anything up here, and we will get this system fixed.
Got first down, 10 to go, Gatlinburg-Pittman. 25.7 seconds left in the second. This will likely be the last play of the first half if we don't see a timeout used.
Gatlinburg-Pittman going with the spread. They got 3 right, 2 left. No backs in the backfield going down the field.
Fires incomplete. Second down, 10 to go, Pittman. Sutton tried to thread the needle.
Let's see if Gatlinburg goes empty set on this second play here too. They just used just a few seconds. They're trying to conserve their clock. Seymour needs to be looking for the big play. Anything underneath to get them down the field. we go. Same thing. Empty backfield for
Water
the
break.
Highlanders.
Sutton gonna be alone in shotgun formation. Here we go. Sutton back throw, sets, looks, fires. Pass is gonna be caught, stays upright.
That's caught by number 5. That's Diego DeCourcy. But he
And-
very short gain, about 2 to 3 yards on that because he took a knee.
And they're gonna let that clock run out. And we are about to hit halftime. No.
They've called a timeout with 3.3 seconds left.
.3 seconds left. And at halftime, I will pass the mic over to the wonderful Mr. Davis. After halftime, I will likely be back up here. I will likely get something to eat and come back up here.
You going to check out something at the concession stand, Ty?
Yes, sir, I will.
So Ty is going to be going down to play in the band, and then he's going to grab him something to eat, and then he's going to come back and help us announce the rest of the second half. That's fantastic, Ty.
Yes, sir. That is fantastic. I'm possibly going to get me like a Powerade and then like a pizza or something.
Sounds like a plan.
Speaking of, Powerade is sponsoring your Seymour Eagles right down there. We got 5 seconds left to go.
Yep, they reset it from 3.3 to 5 seconds. Empty backfield again, trips right for Gatlinburg-Pittman.
This will likely be a deep ball that will either be incomplete or caught for a huge gain. This is it. Sutton go run. Sutton got a big hole. Sutton, and he is
And he's going to
brought
be tackled.
down, and that's halftime with your score, 24-15 Pittman.
And that was Grattan on the tackle, so great job by him covering Sutton, and it is halftime.
Well, Mr. Stennett, this isn't exactly how we wanted our debut broadcast to go. Unfortunately, we didn't learn about the short in the cord until we actually started trying to broadcast.
Yes. Yep. So there is a short, but we're not touching it for the rest of the game, are we, Jason?
We're not going to touch it. We'll stick with you through the breaks and the change of possession. Once again, the score here at halftime, 24, Gatlinburg-Pittman, 15, your Seymour Eagles. As chaotic as it's been in the booth, Gary, it's been pretty chaotic on the field.
It has. It has. There's been, I mean, it's the first game of the season for both teams. We've got a little bit of high intensity. We've had some personal fouls. We've had some unsportsmanlike conducts. We've had a safety game one. That's not what your special teams coaches. That's the last thing they want to see is the safety.
No,
when they're trying to punt out of their own end zone.
I think a few of these coaches are going to come out of this game looking like me and you with a little bit less hair on top of their head.
Absolutely.
It's been a wild one for sure.
We're getting ready, folks. We're getting ready to listen to the sound of Seymour, the Seymour High School Marching Band. So please stay tuned for that. They do a phenomenal job. Of course, they're getting ready to head into all their different competitions here coming up in the next few weeks. So hang out and listen to the sound of Seymour. But, Jason, we got a whole second half of football, and this is a pretty good football game.
This is a pretty good football game. These offenses are moving the ball. For Seymour, you had a muffed kickoff and bad result from that. But if you take that and the ensuing touchdown off the scoreboard, this is a really nip-tuck kind of game.
It really is. And we've seen a couple of muffed issues. We've seen a muffed kickoff, a muffed punt. We've seen a safety. I mean, there's just it's a typical high school football first game of the season. Everybody's high intensity, out, ready to play, making a few mistakes here and there, but getting ready to do a whole nother half here. And hopefully everybody's going to settle down a little bit, play a little bit. Seymour's been able to throw the ball around a little bit, Jason.
They have. Madden Guffey has looked the part coming back as a junior from Bearden, his year away at Bearden.
Yeah.
We let them train him up a little bit, bring him back, and now he's starring for the Eagles, and he's looking really good.
He's doing a good job, and Gibson is such a great balance for the offense to be able to turn around and hand it, and Dylan King has made some great runs for the Eagles as well, but Gibson for Guffey to turn around and hand off to a big back like Gibson or Dylan King, either one, is a huge balance attack for the Eagles. And the offense has been playing quite a bit. They've had stacked doubles. They've played trips a lot. They've been trading the tight end or the H-back, however you want to say that nowadays. They've been moving them around in motion, and they've been opening some gaps. So if it wasn't for a few mistakes, this could be a little bit closer than it is right now.
Absolutely. And I talked to Coach Williams earlier in the day, and he was talking about he has a lot of experience on the line, especially at the tackle positions. Couple of newer guards. You would not know that tonight.
Yeah.
Watching this game, Braden Maples has been carving up the Seymour defense through a lot of big holes.
Yeah, they've and like I said before, they do have a couple of younger guys on the line, but they got 3 guys on there. They're pretty much staples, the seniors, and they're strong. So that's been a big challenge for Seymour, is slowing down Gatlinburg's running attack. But the Sutton guy just showed us right here at the end in a couple of empty sets.
Wheels.
He's got some wheels too. So Gatlinburg's a good football team, and they're going to be a good football team again this year. And Seymour is hey, I'm telling you, I'm not seeing anything besides a few mistakes that I don't like out of the Eagles. I like the balanced attack.
Yeah.
They're doing things to get this program headed in the right direction, and Coach Clark had a good game plan coming out tonight so far in the first half.
They certainly look like a team that's come out expecting to win the game.
Yes.
And that's a really good sign from a team that really had their struggles last year to come out as young players. A lot of these guys seeing their first varsity action. We had a great touchdown catch from Mason Brown right in the opening minutes of the game.
And that's big for a team that struggled a little bit last year. Coming out the first series of the first football game and driving down the field to score, that's big. That's a big confidence boost.
It looked eerily similar to their drive against Sevier County in the Jamboree last week. 14-play, 70-yard drive. Madden Guffey completing passes when they needed it. The running back making everything happen for that part of the offense. I mean, sheesh, I'm having a little brain moment here. Ryan Gibson, he's been the workhorse, and you can see why. He's such a strong back.
Yeah, he's done a great job. And being a former running back myself, I mean, he is doing he's getting some hard yards. I mean, he's a lot of tackle to tackle. He's not your speed merchant that's going to finesse you to the outside. He's going to get all of his yardage right there in the middle, and he's going to take a hit just about every play. But what a great back Gibson is starting to be here walking into this football season. He's doing a great job. And Dylan King's came in and made some good runs himself. And then, hey, we've seen Madden get away a couple of times, avoid some tackles, and do a good job using his own speed, even though we had a hold on that one play.
That was a beautiful
Guffey was
run.
getting down the field. So
very nice.
He's doing a great job.
Well, Seymour fans, we're going to let our blood pressures go down just a little bit and let you hear the sweet sounds of the Seymour Sound Marching Band. So we'll be back with you in just a little bit.
Joining us from Seymour, please welcome to the field the Seymour High School Marching Band. Tonight they'll be taking you on a journey to outer space. Seymour's program is entitled Life on Mars. Our soloists tonight are Isabella Banks and Olivia Hodges. Seymour High School's musical selections include music from Holst's Planet Suite, Tchaikovsky's Romeo and Juliet, and Prokofiev's Romeo and Juliet. Seymour High School Marching Band is proud to present for your halftime entertainment drum major Tyler Santel and the Seymour High School Marching Band, the sound of Seymour. Ladies and gentlemen, the sound of Seymour, the Seymour High School Marching Band. The Seymour High School Band is led by Joseph Cole and Zach Elkin. Supporting staff includes James Perez, Cody Drapp, Terry Cresswell, Chloe Watson, and Christy Glovac. Seymour High School Band has a long tradition of excellence, including 2 consecutive American School Band Directors Association designations as an ensemble of distinction, superior ratings at local and regional concert festivals, a 2-time open class semi-finalist color guard, and an A-class champion indoor percussion ensemble, and a Multi-Bands of America regional finalist marching band. Seymour's mission of creating great kids through performance is made possible by our incredibly hardworking kids, supportive booster program, administrative team, and Seymour County Schools. Please help us thank Seymour School Board representatives and incoming representative Mr. Charles Ogle, head principal, Mr. Greg Haggard, and most importantly, your local band member for such a great performance tonight. Let's have one more round of applause for the Seymour High School Marching Band, the Sound of Seymour.
And we're back, Seymour fans. Seymour Eagles trail Gatlinburg-Pittman 24-15 at halftime of this inaugural game of the 2024 season. So far, Coach Stinnett, it's kind of lived up to what we were thinking it was going to be.
Yeah, and it's this is a season to where Seymour's coming on strong. They had a really, really tough season last year, so they're coming on strong here the first half. They've made great improvements from where they were just 1 year ago. So it could be a brighter future for the Eagles. And Gatlinburg is they lost a lot of seniors as well last year, so they're trying to place some younger guys in positions and play some key roles. So we've seen a pretty good football match so far here tonight at Gary Householder Field right here in downtown Seymour. So it's been a great game so far. Hopefully we're going to get some action, and hopefully we won't have any issues here the second half with any of our equipment. So we think we've got it placed good enough to where we can roll the second half. Gatlinburg-Pittman's going to be kicking off. Deep for the Eagles is number 22.
Grayson Davis, a sophomore.
And I can't see. That's 11. That's Connor Ogle.
That's Connor Ogle, yeah. It's getting a little hard to see.
Yeah. Brody Cravens kicks off for the Highlanders.
That's going to be Davis on the return.
He had a good return earlier.
Davis gets out to the 36-yard line where the Eagles will start 1st and 10. Seymour Eagle fans from Sarasota, Florida to Mackinac Island, Michigan. Just in case you don't know, I am Jason Davis, and my cohort in the booth here today is Mr. Gary Stinnett, a two-time All-State performer for the Seymour Eagles. And we also have Seymour student Ty Buffington up here with us, who will be switching in to give us some relief here and there for some color commentary from the student body.
One of the things I will tell you, Jason, is that was a number of years ago, and I think it's actually more pounds than years. So, the ball has been
was stripped.
Craig Husky from Gatlinburg-Pittman has stripped the ball.
Not what you want to see if you're an Eagle fan.
No, and we've got an Eagle down. It looks like we got one cramping out there as well on the far sidelines. So
Highlanders take it deep in Eagle territory. The ball is going to be spotted right outside the 10. Call it the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 from just outside the 10.
I didn't see what happened there, but 88 Craig Husky for Gatlinburg-Pittman just popped out with the ball there all of a sudden.
You know, sometimes when you have these strong running backs, they have a tendency to battle to the end, and sometimes that's when the ball gets stripped. Looks like that might have been the case today. A little bit of cramping on the field. That's normal. First game of the season. We started out in the 80s. It's cooled off considerably now.
It's a beautiful night.
It is a beautiful night, and there's not many better settings than Seymour, Tennessee, in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains. We've got a beautiful view out. Those of you who have never attended a game at Benton Householder Field, Householder Stadium, make your way out to a game this year. You won't be disappointed.
Yeah, it's a great atmosphere. They've got a lot of things set up around the stadium, some great concessions. We've even got some frozen ice over there. We got a company selling that. So a lot of things going on. Just a great atmosphere for high school football.
Got two receivers out wide for Sutton. Man in motion. Sutton takes the snap. He looks left. He's got a target out there. Can't reel it in.
That was number 1, Ben Reese. And Seymour fans, most of y'all don't know this either, but Peggy Oakes, who was the principal at Seymour Intermediate School, that is one of her grandsons. So Ben Reese, number 1 for Gatlinburg-Pittman, is Peggy Oakes' grandson.
As many rivalries as we have in this county, we all tend to have friends and relatives at all of the schools.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad graduated from Seymour High School, and my mother graduated from Gatlinburg-Pittman. So pretty interesting. Most people don't know that. And then me and my brother Chris went to Seymour, and my sister and my brother Tony went to Sevier County High School. So we're kind of all over the place.
You are all over the place, Gary Stinnett. 3 receivers set.
Yeah, he's got
snap to Sutton.
To Maples. Maples runs it, but Seymour clogs him up right there in the middle. Got
nice.
3 Eagles on that tackle. That's number 52.
I guarantee you there's a defensive coaching staff up here that is very pleased with that. You didn't see many tackles in the backfield that first half. Looks like the adjustments, at least for the time being, seem to be working.
I believe that was Thompson and Sellers on the tackle up front for the Eagles. It's going to be 3rd down and 11. Eagles making a nice stand after that strip ball so far.
That would have been 55 Dalton Sellers, not to be confused with 56 Dylan Sellers.
Oh, there we do. We do have 2 of them right there, 2 Sellers boys.
One senior, one sophomore.
Here we go. Trips open for Gatlinburg. Trips to the left, running back to the left, and that's Maples.
4 receiver set. Sutton takes the snap. He's rolling out left. He's got a lot of pressure, but he evades the tackles. He's making a move, and he's out of bounds right about the line of scrimmage.
Man, one of the Sellers boys, Dalton, almost had him about 10 yards deep on a sack, but Sutton's got some wheels. He was able to get away.
We've seen both quarterbacks in this game using their legs to evade pressure. Both teams seem to be really well established at their signal caller.
Yep. They're 2 good quarterbacks.
Definitely.
Young quarterbacks, but good quarterbacks.
Yes.
Cravens is going to attempt a field goal for Gatlinburg-Pittman.
Looks like a 27-yard attempt from the right hash mark. Little movement on the defense they got back. The kick is up. Low line drive, but it is good.
It is good.
That's going to take the score to 27-15 in favor of the Highlanders with 10 minutes and 19 seconds to go in this 3rd quarter.
And we need to get the ball and drive down the field. I mean, this series is important to us. We need to establish coming out in the second half, especially after that strip ball. We need to push the ball down the field right here, Jason.
For sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Ty back up here in the booth. He'll be on here in just a second, too. We know you guys love the color commentary from Ty Buffington. So he's back after playing in the band. He's grabbing him a quick snack, and he'll be back soon.
It's got some good smelling chicken. I'm not sure which of the concession vendors that came from, but it's certainly making me hungry.
Well,
and
I'm not going to lie. I had a little buddy's barbecue. They've got some food in the booth up here for the people in the booth. So shout out to Buddy's Barbecue tonight.
What a time to be on a diet, Gary.
Here we go. Craven's kicking off after the field goal. He's going to squib one downfield. It's going to be picked up by Connor Ogle. Connor makes a move. And
he's wrapped up and tackled. He's down. He's going to be called down on that play. That
head official did say he was down, but that ball popped out. We got to secure that football.
For sure. First down, Seymour. Looks like it's going to be marked right around the 23.
23-yard line.
Little Jimmy Hendricks.
Connor Ogle playing well tonight. He's had some good receptions.
He has.
He's done a good job. And boy, he comes from a long line of Ogles. There's a bunch of them.
there are a bunch.
And they were all good football players. So
let's see. We've got Eli Sullivan, Connor Ogle, and I can't quite make out that far number. That may be 2, Robbie Farmer.
I think King's in the backfield here. Yeah, we got
There's
Dylan
the give
King.
to King. He runs off right side. He got a couple for the defense swallowed him up.
Looks like
gained about a yard.
About a yard. Yeah,
2nd and 9.
Got trips open again. Actually, that's Trey open. Guffey back to pass. He scrambles a little bit. Pass is incomplete.
Nope, incomplete.
Yeah. Looked like it was to Ogle. Ogle was the target, and pass was incomplete. Just a little bit outside.
Little pressure there, kind of forced Guffey out of the pocket. He had to make a quick decision. He had an open receiver, but that's a tough throw on the move. Especially a left-handed quarterback. That's going to be throwing across your body.
He may have set up weird on that throw, too, because he came back. He's stretching a little bit back there behind the line of scrimmage. So I don't know if he planted when he was throwing wrong or what, but he came up just a little bit tender-footed. Gatton's coming in for the Eagles right now, and also number 4, and 4 is Brown. So Brown's made a couple big catches tonight, and Gatton's played well too.
Yeah, Brown had that huge touchdown catch first quarter. You gotta love seeing a sophomore in some varsity action, their first big time early game starting, varsity action, goes up and absolutely gets it on that touchdown catch.
It was fantastic.
3 receiver set. Guffey back to pass. He's going to move. Looks like he's got a lot of room. He's going to throw the ball across his body. He's got a receiver. It's caught. First down, Eagles.
I was getting kind of worried there. He was approaching the line of scrimmage.
Yes.
So, but he made that pass, and that's Brown.
That was Brown again. Brown again. Talk about him, and there he is. I was just beginning to question the decision, and of course, what did he do? He got a first down.
He sure did. Oh, wait a minute. What are we doing here?
Was he over?
We got a flag. We got a flag
Was
down.
he over
I didn't
the line?
see it. Yep. I was worried about that. It looked like Guffey was getting really close.
I thought he was going to take that open field and get what he could and maybe get out of bounds, but he saw the open receiver, pulled it back and threw it. Let's make sure on this call.
I think it's an illegal forward pass, isn't it?
I think so.
Hopefully that's just if it's penalized. Hopefully it's just 5 yards.
Saw Watson down. I'm blanking on that one. It's been a long off season, Gary. I'm forgetting a couple of my rules here. I haven't written about sports in Sevier County in probably about 11 years now, regularly. So,
and Jason probably won't tell you all that are at home, but he used to be the sports editor for the Mountain Press, and then you were the editor for the Mountain Press for several years as well. Were you not?
I worked there from 2007 to 2020. I was the sports editor for the first 6 years of that. It was a good time to be a sports editor in Sevier County. We had a lot of good rivalries, a lot of great players. Saw Major League Baseball players, saw some couple Division I football players, but things have really exploded recently, especially with players going to the next level.
And it looks like that was a costly penalty. So now we've got third down, and it looks like it's almost 20.
Third and Boyd's Creek.
Yep. Here we go. Guffey back to pass, looks, scrambles, and he's going to be taken down.
He didn't have much time there. The defense was in the backfield pretty quick on that one.
No, and I'm looking for Gatlinburg. Again, hard to see those numbers in the light, but I think that's number 51.
Guffey shaking up on that play a little bit. Got up a little slow. Let's hope that's just an ache and pain, nothing more serious.
I think that was Hunter Matthews, 51 for Gatlinburg, a junior. He's jogging off now. He's going to go check on him here real quick. Looks like he's holding his hip.
So I had LASIK about 8 years ago, and let me tell you, it's one of the greatest decisions I ever made. But when it comes to seeing those GP numbers,
those
not,
are
another almost a repeat from earlier in the night. Fortunately, Dylan King had his jumping shoes on, pulled down that, got a really good punt out of the end zone all the way to the 40.
Robbie Farmer down that too because that ball was getting ready to bounce backwards. So smart play by number 2, Robbie Farmer, by Dillon in football. Ball's going to be on the 40-yard line.
Sounds like my senior year of high school. Playing a little Coolio. First and 10 for Gatlinburg-Pittman at the Eagles 40. Sutton's got a trips left, then a motion. One of the receivers went in motion. Hand off to Braden Maples. He's doing what he's done most of the night, carrying the ball into Eagles territory, deeper into Eagles territory. So
kind of weird. Both of those players
that
fell
was
weird
a
right there.
strange
Both of
Hearts
them
out
down.
to those guys. I don't know
I think that's
what that
Gatton
was.
and Maples.
Eagle lineman calling. It must be a
Cramp
cramp.
And I believe it's both of them.
Wow.
It
This
is both the tackler and the runner are both cramping. That's
football in August in
yep.
East Tennessee.
Yep.
How strange that they both go down with cramp
That's
right on the tackle.
Yeah, that was wild.
And really, they almost just kind of looked like they almost went limp after they collided there. So, Gary, something that we had talked about earlier in the game when our audio feed was not working correctly, Madden Guffey, the lefty, talk a little bit about how quarterback being left-handed can affect the defense as a former All-State safety yourself.
Well, I mean, it's just, my father's left-handed, but having that sort of like, it's sort of similar to baseball. I mean, when you get a left-handed pitcher, everything kind of changes a little bit for you. But for the safety, it's just, it actually, when I want to roll to my right, I mean, he's throwing to the left, so it's easier to make those cuts because you're dominant right, but it just changes the perspective because you're used to covering the dominant person's hand, and usually they're dominantly, or most people are right-handed, so it's just them throwing across their body is back to the opposite side, so it's just a little awkward.
Yeah,
I mean, it really is.
I would guess that would be something that would take an adjustment from the running backs too. If they've been playing with a right-handed quarterback their whole life, they're going to have to go to the opposite side.
Yeah, I mean, it changes the perspective on both sides. So yeah, if you're used to going right or going left, and that's you've always been going that way, and then you've got a left-handed quarterback, you're doing just the opposite. So that probably was, something that Seymour had to work on there the first few weeks of practice, going from a right-handed quarterback to a left.
I'm sure if you talk to Coach Clark, if all left-handed quarterbacks were like Madden Guffey, though, he'd say just keep sending them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Highlanders coming out on the field. It looks like our injured player is hobbling off.
That's
Braden Maples. That would be. I'm sure they're going to want to hydrate him as quickly as possible.
Yep.
Because that would be that'd be a big loss if he has to sit out a drive or two.
Well, coming in for Gatlinburg is Cecilio Rodriguez, and he's another quick,
just
fast,
reloading,
big running
right?
back. Yeah,
Yep.
he's also a good running back for Gatlinburg. Good student. So
Soccer player on the state championship soccer team. So those soccer guys, plenty of endurance, lots of change of direction, probably a little water bug kind of back.
Yep. And also
got a little power.
Yeah, there's several of those little the soccer kid teams mixed on the football field too. So they've got some athletes. It's going to be Sutton and Rodriguez in the backfield now.
Sutton takes a snap,
And
fakes the
Sutton,
handoff, keeps up the middle. Nice gain for Sutton. He's looks like he's going to be right at the sticks. Probably going to be marked short. It looks like
Looks like he picked
just
up
a hair
9.
short. Fans, stay tuned. At the conclusion of this drive, we're going to hear from Mr. Ty Buffington, standing next to me, getting in the last bite of chicken, and then he's going to give us his well thought out perspective of this game. He's really impressed me with his knowledge of football so far, and I would expect a lot more of that as the season rolls on.
Yeah, he's done a fantastic job.
Some things we talked about earlier in the game that you folks didn't quite hear. Gatlinburg and Seymour have been playing for a long time. I think 1961 or 62 was the first season that they played before Gatlinburg-Pittman
was Gatlinburg
even in
Pittman.
existence.
Yeah, it was Pi Beta Phi and Pittman Center, or Pittman, and they merged to form Gatlinburg-Pittman. And honestly, that rivalry went, for a solid almost 30-something years. I played in 4 of those games. So, but it's been a great rivalry.
Second one, Sutton hands off,
And that's
going to be a
Rodriguez.
touchdown. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he certainly looks like a football player.
Yeah, that's the thing is Maples is their main back, but Rodriguez is not bad either. Both of them are solid, fast,
He was
strong
quick.
runners. So
He scooted out there, and there was no question. When he saw the daylight, he was gone.
yep.
33-15 with 7:35 remaining in the third quarter as we await the point after.
And that's going to be Cravens kicking for Gatlinburg-Pittman on that state soccer championship team as well. So the holder is Cohane.
Snap. Looked like the defense might have got a little early start there. It doesn't matter. The point after touchdown is good. Gatlinburg-Pittman leads 34-15 with 7:35 remaining in the third quarter.
And Seymour's got a little work to do. We need to get this ball and go down the field, and
they need a score and a stop here.
Yeah.
You definitely don't want Gatlinburg getting the ball back with 40 in range when you're sitting at 15. We get a score here, it makes it a little more manageable.
yeah. And Guffey's had a little pressure this third quarter, so
He has. There's been adjustments from both coaching staffs at halftime, and
Coach Rowland, the defensive coordinator at Gatlinburg, is starting to send people a little bit. So we just got to protect the quarterback and give him some time to set up and keep using Gibson and King and keep just gnawing away at it.
for those of you who don't know, Gatlinburg-Pittman's first-year head coach, Tyler Williams, is a former Seymour assistant coach.
Yes, he was. He was offensive line coach here under Coach Jerry Cooper and may have been here for a year or so under Coach Branton as well, but he's been up at Gatlinburg for several years as the offensive line coach starting out, and he was the offensive coordinator under the last coach, Brad, there. I'm having a hard time too. So
That's all right. Oh, what a bounce. Ogle's got the corrals it. He's making some moves. Hopefully he's going to get back out here. Nice move. Looks like we got some room. Let's hope there's no penalties on the field. Ogle is past the 50.
50, absolutely. Great return.
He's into Highlander territory. Connor Ogle takes it to the 49 where the Eagles will start
That
first
is
and 10.
exactly what we needed.
Exactly what we needed. After
yeah.
that funky bounce down there
Yep.
around the 10, looked like it was going to bounce over his head and get away. He scooped it up. The defense was on top of him. What happened? He got past him.
Yep, absolutely.
I'm going to pass it off to Mr. Buffington here and let him give you some words from the student body.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what is up, Eagle Nation? We just saw Connor Ogle take a massive return. And Seymour's got first down 10 at the 48-yard line. Guffey under pressure, spins away. Guffey, and he is drilled again, and Guffey is down. Madden Guffey's hurt.
Guffey is grabbing the back of his calf, so it looks like he may be cramping too.
Oh, dear. Let's hope it's nothing serious. Now it's like the
He's up. Yeah, it looks like a cramp.
hobbling.
Yep. Looks like a cramp. He's gonna, because he's injured, he has to come out for one play.
Grattan coming in.
Once again, Gatlinburg's got a student down too. They've got one that they're stretching out as well. That looks like Husky. That's Craig Husky. Got some cramps going on here, game one.
Yeah.
May have to look at working on a little bit more hydration next week.
Yeah, gotta get the Powerade in.
So Gatton is going to be the quarterback for the Eagles. And it looks like they're running an empty set. So no backs, 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Grattan all on and shotgun. Second down and pitch and forge to go. With second down 17. Grattan running. Grattan down.
Run. He's going to pick up about 6 on the play.
Great run by Jackson Grattan. We'll keep you updated on Madden Guffey. Guffey is up. And
Yeah,
he is.
looks like he's stretched
Guffey
out,
is
back.
coming back in.
12 comes out for Seymour, and that is
12.
Josh Rowe. Josh Rowe is the one that just came out. He was in there while Gatton was the quarterback. So we got Brown at receiver, and we have Sullivan at receiver,
Like
Farmer,
King.
and back in the backfield is King. I have not seen Gibson.
Ryan Gibson, I'm not sure what happened. See, he's over there on the sideline hydrating. Guffey, looking, running out of time. Guffey on the run. Guffey
There's
is
a flag on the field.
That,
And another flag on the field.
and that's going to be on Pittman.
Yeah,
Unnecessary
looks like
roughness.
a late hit right there.
Unnecessary roughness as Guffey was trying to get out the sideline. You know, I got to tell you, man, Guffey's got some wheels on him. That's like the fourth or fifth time Guffey's taken off. $34-15 Pittman.
Ty, did you see Gibson on the sidelines?
Yeah.
He is on the sidelines? Okay.
Yes, sir. He's over there hydrating, and he just blended in with the rest of the flock of
Okay.
Eagles.
So we got King out at running back, and looks like Gatton is out at quarterback. So Connor Ogle, Brown, and once again, number 2, Farmer are your wide receivers.
We got 2 quarterbacks out there, Gratton and Guffey. Let's see what Seymour's got planned up for this drive. It'll be third down and third down 11.
Well, let's see what we've got here.
I'm still
Head
trying to
official
see.
is we've got holding against the defense and a personal foul also against the defense. Ty, we're going to get a first down out of this.
Ladies and gentlemen, move those chains, because next stop we got a first down. And I'm still trying to figure out where Gibson is exactly. I saw him over there hydrating, and now he just vanished. Just camouflaged.
Here we go. Now they're going to mark it off. And that's going to give us our first down.
First
So,
down.
that was a costly penalty for Gatlinburg-Pittman. That's 25 yards right there.
Wow.
Yeah, we got to capitalize off this. With a 25-yard penalty, we need Jason Davis just said we need to put some points on the board, and I absolutely agree.
Guffey's going to have to sling it to the end zone.
So now we've got King still in. Gatton has moved out to the inside on the trip set.
We got Robbie Farmer out wide, bombing your screen.
Yep, got trips open. Trips are to your right.
Guffey looking. Guffey, run out of time. Guffey, and down he goes.
Yep,
And
got
he's
pressure on the back again.
he's getting up.
Pressure from Elijah Valentine for Gatlinburg-Pittman on Guffey. And, hey, we had 2 free releases from 2 GP defenders, and we've got to seal them off.
And look who's coming back in.
So here comes Gibson. Gatton comes out for the Eagles, and
King out.
also King comes out. In at wide receiver is Alec Brown, number 1.
Alec Brown, number 1. Farmer, number 2. Olgo, number 11. And I don't even know who's at the far right. Guffey looking. That's Mason Brown.
He's got a screen pass to Alec
Past
Brown.
Alec Brown,
and
and Brown penalty flag
they're
is
going to
down.
call that one. Anytime the helmet is behind the shoulder pad, they're going to call it.
That's for all the great things Mason Brown's done tonight.
Yep.
That's a sophomore.
Yep.
I mean, ultimately, you can't blame him too much. His first real varsity action.
Yeah.
And things like that are going to happen.
Yeah.
He'll learn. He'll learn as he goes.
It's a costly penalty, but those things happen when you're playing young.
They do, and he's trying to sell off a block. He thinks he's trying to do something to help the runner out. The runner is already by, but I mean, hey, we're going to learn from it. There's the mistake. That's what the penalty flag's for. So we're going to get 15 on that one.
Funny story for number 1, Alec Brown. He was a former quarterback. Switched to wideout.
There you go.
Second down and Northfield.
Oh.
And that's Connor Ogle.
And now Connor Ogle is down with cramps.
It's just been cramping all day long in the third. I mean,
these artificial turf fields do they retain heat a little more than a
well,
conventional field?
yeah, the rubber that they put down in them, it's basically little black rubber beads, and normally,
Yeah.
on a hot day, those fields, they run a little bit harder than grass does. So I mean, and that's where all your practice is going on now. Normally you would have, we'd have some grass practice fields or whatever, but the majority of people, they're practicing and playing on these new artificial surfaces. So
Yeah, if you're just sitting here in the stands tonight, you're probably thinking, oh, it's nice, it's cooled off quite a bit. It's still a little warmer down there on the field.
well, and I even know, Jason, some of the teams around the county, they're actually practicing or were practicing in the morning at 5:15 in the morning, so they didn't have to deal with the heat issues. So, and it looks like next week is going to be some heat issues. They're calling for the upper 90s again next week. We've had a great week this week, but football coaches and players, they gotta consider player safety. So
yeah.
some of the other ones are just deciding to practice in the morning so they can get their practice in when it's a little cooler.
And speaking of turf causes more injuries than actual grass because you got those cleats on. Those cleats would dig into the turf.
Well, Ty, I used to play on the old turf, the Astro turf,
Yeah.
and you would go bouncing across it and get up with strawberries. So,
You watch those old Tennessee highlights, it looks like it's playing on concrete.
yeah, it was bad. The one at East Tennessee State, I can tell you, I had some strawberries on my legs playing on that surface. So,
Those won't be good to eat.
yeah.
Those are a bad type of strawberries.
I can tell you that this artificial surface is a lot better than those old ones are.
Now
Yeah.
we got second and 30 now, or
It's a long way.
Second and Boyd's Creek would definitely
Yep.
apply in this case.
Here we go.
Yeah, we got second down and light years away. Guffey
Guffey
trying to
rolls
roll
out.
to his right, fires in.
Bullet.
Caught!
Throws a bullet.
It's a bullet pass. And Madden Guffey threads the
That's-
needle.
Eli Sullivan on the catch there. Great pass and catch.
Kind of sat down in the zone.
And here we were sitting second and 30, and now we're sitting third and 11. Great job right there.
Put the
19 yards.
Put the biscuit in the basket.
Nice play call by the Seymour coaching staff on that one.
I actually think Mikey Seraphine is doing a
Guffey.
lot of the offensive play
Fires.
calls.
Caught.
Another one.
It is caught again.
That one goes to Eli Sullivan.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. Get on your feet.
First down and 10.
He's checking out. He's got a little cramping issue too, it looks like.
We got a lot of kids with cramps on the field right now, and that's both teams. Coming in is number 14 for Seymour, and that is Reagan Patterson.
I see you, Reagan.
Timeout. Timeout on the field.
And this is Reagan Patterson's first actual game.
And I was going to say, I think Mikey Seraphine is calling a lot of offensive plays here for the Eagles. Mikey, former Eagle, All-State, wide receiver, played a little college ball at Pikeville, and he has volunteered coaching for years, and I think he's helping call some of the offensive plays for the Eagles now. Another great Eagle alumni, Mikey Seraphine.
So I really like the Eagles play calling in that last scenario. They had second and 30. They didn't try to get it all at once. Got two big chunk plays. Now they're sitting first and 10 at the 12.
Yeah, great calls right there, absolutely. Not trying to take it all in one fell swoop, just trying to chunk it a little bit. Now they've got first down. We're inside the 20-yard line, so, hey, it's first down and 10 to go on the 12.
Ball on the 12-yard line. We got first down and 10. This kind of reminds me of that Tennessee-Alabama 2023 final drive where we beat Bama by that knuckleball field goal.
What a great, great story, and I will never forget that. Carry the goalpost all the way down to the river, right, Ty?
Yes, sir. Brown, Alec Brown. Brown gonna set. He's gonna throw. Back at the end.
Picked off.
The ball's intercepted. Wait a minute, what do we got here?
And Brown's down.
Touchback. Looked like a touchback call in the end zone.
Alec Brown is
That
down.
should be interception touchback
Yes,
because he
interception
fell
and-
down. Yeah.
Interception and a touchback.
Brown got popped.
Brown is down on the field. He took a real good shot there.
Yeah, Brown was trying to roll to his right. I thought he was gonna run it. Pretty soon he plants his feet, throws it, and all of a sudden gets
And
popped.
on the opposite side of that, the player for GP that intercepted the ball is down as well, looks like with cramps. So leg cramps are being brutal to both sides right now.
With that, we're going to take a little injury timeout. We'll be right back with you in just a few seconds.
34-15 your score.
Well,
we're back with you, Seymour fans. Alec Brown is up, and he's moving, walking off the field under his own power.
Yeah, that's great to see. And the GP student's also up.
Yes.
So
I think that one was cramps. Not sure what's going on with Brown. He got hit pretty hard as he released that pass. Gatlinburg-Pittman takes over on the Seymour, or on their own 20. 3:34 left in the third quarter. The score is 34-15, Gatlinburg-Pittman. Our score bug in the lower right-hand corner is a victim of our shorts and power outages and things like that. So we'll have to keep you updated through the audio.
Maples on the carry right there for the Highlanders. He's going to pick up about 6, maybe 7.
Second and a
heavy 4.
Yeah.
Or a heavy 3 and easy 4. Yeah. Gatlinburg in a tray set. That's a slot and 2 receivers. Looks like trips.
Man
they
in
move
motion.
Tray over
Sutton hands the ball
to Maples.
Maples off the left. Looks like he's going to have enough for the first down.
Yeah,
just over the 30. Going to be 1st and 10, Highlanders at their own 30, 31. 31-yard line. Eagles really need a stop here, Gary.
They really do. We got to get the ball back and go back down. I know why they went with a double pass over there to try to get that easy points, but that's one of those special plays, and sometimes those work really good, and sometimes they don't work. So that one just turned into an interception. We needed that. Here we go. Let's make something happen.
Snap, Sutton.
Looking.
He's firing over to the right. He's got a receiver open for his second, but not quite.
Yeah,
couldn't quite hook up with number 1, Ben Reese.
Yeah.
It's going to be 2nd and 10 at the 31. Yeah, what you were talking about with the double pass there. One, if you catch the defense off guard, you got 6 points. But also you've got someone throwing the ball that doesn't play quarterback all the time and doesn't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's better to just throw it away.
Yeah.
Or take your yard or 2 you can get on the run.
Absolutely.
But you can't blame a kid for trying to make something happen.
Coach Householder used to practice the double pass with me all the time, and in my whole 4 years playing at Seymour, I think I got to throw it one time, and I think I threw it higher than I did farther. So that's why they handed me the ball instead of letting me throw it. So I can understand the coach's sentiments there. There's reasons that certain people throw the ball more than others.
Was that a call in a tight game, Gary, or was that a call in a blowout against a lesser rival, and you just kept begging and he let you do it?
There was there could have been some begging involved.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
We'll have to ask Coach Householder on the air about that one sometime.
And I can guarantee you that Coach Householder will remember it play for play. I will tell you, I got to know Coach Hammonds at Gatlinburg very well too, and those two men can remember every play from every second. It's absolutely amazing, and they're both great men. But they both carried these two teams for years and years and years. And most people probably don't know either, Jason, that my father was actually the coach before Coach Householder.
Oh,
And
wow.
he coached against Coach Hammonds at Gatlinburg. So my dad, Larry Sennett, was the head coach at Seymour as well. So
Here we go, 2nd and 10, GP on their own 31. Sutton takes a snap, fakes to the man in motion, cuts
Yep.
up the middle. He's got
stopped.
2 or 3 yards. Good stop by Seymour.
14. That's Reagan Patterson was one of the guys in on that.
Number 52, Ethan McAndrews, in on that play as well. It's 3rd down and 9. This is exactly what you want if you're the Eagles. Make a
Yep.
big stop here,
We need it.
get another opportunity, get this back within 2 scores.
Here we go.
We're-
Double set. Nope. Sorry. Here you go. 2x2 set for the Highlanders. Sutton back. to
Mason
pass.
Brown getting some pressure. Oh, he got I
Yep.
think he's going to get no, he's going to get spotted. He's going to get a short spot on the far sideline. Looks like they're going to spot him about a yard short, deep in their own territory with a 19-point lead. I'd be surprised if they do anything other than punt here.
Yeah. 4th down and 1.
They
They're
may
not
go.
bringing
They're
a
at
punter on
the
field.
they're at the 40. So yeah, I guess they're going to go for it.
Wait, here we go. Nope, Sutton's coming in. They're not moving the special teams out, so they're going for it.
10-year-old me would be worried that it was going to be a Johnny Majors, Andy Kelly punt from shotgun.
Oh, the pooch kick.
Yeah, the pooch kick.
Yeah, the old-fashioned pooch kick.
Yeah, 12-year-old me was not impressed.
I wasn't even allowed to see that.
And they're going to call a timeout. Gatlinburg-Pittman calls the timeout.
Our friend Ty over here reminds us he was not even alive to see such things. Those were back in the leather helmet days, Ty.
Yep. Pooch kick, quick
Not really.
kick. Some of them called it a quick kick. Yeah.
I remember sitting in the stands at Neyland Stadium against Alabama. It was a nip-and-tuck game,
Yeah.
and
I remember.
Majors punted on 3rd, and I thought the place was going to explode.
Yeah. I remember the exact play you're talking about.
Yeah. I was just listening to – this shows how old I am. I was just listening to the 95 Tennessee-Alabama broadcast with John Ward and Bill Anderson today. And, man, what a game that was. Stopping that streak. First
Yeah.
play, Peyton Manning to Joe Kent. Oh, legendary.
Fantastic. I'm excited for it. I think we're going to have a great team this year.
I think so. And we're being treated to a good opening game tonight here in Hammond Stadium at Benton
Householder Stadium.
Benton Householder
Stadium.
Field. That always confuses me. Benton Householder, of course, the father of Gary Householder.
Yep.
Handoff. That looks like Cilio,
That is still Maples.
or was that Maples? Okay,
Yeah,
Maples.
he's going to get the first down.
He's got the first down. That
We needed
he
that
needed
stop right
needed
there.
one and got about 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Which kind of been the story of the night for Maples. He's got to be averaging 6-8 yards a carry. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. We're going to switch sides and we're going to take a break while we do. We'll be back with you in just a moment. And we're back, fans. Going to tell you, we're not going to be back home in Seymour until September 20th against Anderson County as we play the next 3 games on the road at McMinn Central, at Northview Academy, and at Gibbs. So now we're at the start of the 4th quarter. It's 34-15 Highlanders. Sutton with the fake. He rolls right, finds a receiver downfield, and that's caught. First down.
Yeah, Sutton fired an absolute rocket.
32, Elijah Brewer.
That's GP's Elijah Brimmer with a first down catch. Highlanders marching into Seymour territory.
Yeah.
It's 1st and 10 at the Seymour 41.
Seymour just needs to take their time and lock down.
3 wide receiver set. Sutton hands off to Maples. Maples, of course,
got
makes
it
the cut.
all.
He's got about 9, not quite enough for the first, I don't think. We'll have to see where they spot it. He's down around the 32-yard line.
Pittman's going absolutely Georgia on us.
Gatlinburg-Pittman, as Mr. Sinnott was talking about earlier, back in the Benny Hammonds days, known for running the football down your throat. We've got a little bit of that tonight. Had a couple nice passes, but really they haven't needed to pass a whole lot. The running game is stout. He certainly looks like a starting running back.
Yeah, this is smash mouth in your face type of football. Just trying to pound the rock.
You know, it's kind of counterintuitive, Ty, seeing they're running a lot of trip sets, kind of wide sets, but running the ball. And it's kind of what you're seeing in a lot of the college game now. You see that a lot from Tennessee. Yeah. They spread the field, spread the defense out, and then run up the middle.
Yeah, because the defense has to respect the spread on the field.
Yep. Yep.
You've got to cover those people.
Yeah, especially with these 2 quarterbacks who can throw all over the field. You've got to respect it.
Sutton in to go, and Maples out to his right. Maples. Sutton hands off, and of course it's Maples, and Maples is going to keep on
look at that. Second effort.
trucking.
What second effort?
And he's going to be brought down by a flock of eagles.
You know, there was a little talk around the Jamboree last week, Ty. I don't know if you made it up there or not, but I heard some people talking from some of the other county schools and people thinking that GP was going to be down a little bit this year. I tell you what, I'm not seeing it at the moment. They look pretty strong, especially that run game. That 1-2 punch is really something.
I could see GP winning 8 or 9 games easy.
Yep.
But they have to deal with Alcoa. Their issue is Alcoa every single year.
That's always the issue for Gatlinburg-Pittman. The bane of Benny Hammond's existence 10 or 12 years ago. Sutton passes wide to number 1. That's going to be Ben Reese. Ben Reese making a move, and he's gone.
Reese is in the end zone. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Ben Reese.
Pittman.
He got out there on the left sideline, and there's just really nobody home. That's going to be 40-15, Gatlinburg-Pittman. Got 10:02 left in the quarter. They're going to set up for the extra point.
Yeah. As soon as I saw Sutton throwing that ball, I knew he was gone.
Craven kicking, Cohane to hold. Craven's
snap.
made all of his kicks so far this game. 1 field goal and several extra points.
Here we go. With
There's
the snap. Put down kick is
good.
Got it.
So the score is 41-15 with 10:02 remaining in the 4th quarter here at Benton Householder Field.
And they just right beside the bandstands, almost hitting the band. That would be a tragedy. Honestly, Seymour's got some winnable games on their schedule. Northview, Cherokee, and South Doyle. The biggest competition right now is GP and then Anderson.
few scores of interest from around East Tennessee. Central leads Fulton 24-6.
Got some kids playing football over there. Future of the Eagles football team. Let's hope that Guffey can do something. Here's Cravens, boots it away. It's a squibble. Good, let it bounce.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
It'll be a penalty.
On GP.
Final score, Maryville 51, Heritage nothing over in Blount County.
Maryville took Heritage back behind the woodshed.
Oak Ridge up. Last report in the third quarter, 31-27 over Jefferson County. Sounds like a good game going on there over in Dandridge.
Ogle coming in for Seymour.
Pigeon Forge 20-14 over Hampton. That score is final. Gibbs 37, Union County 8 final. Halls defeats Campbell County 41-0. Your Eagles start 1st and 10 at their own 35. 10:02 remaining in the fourth quarter.
And Guffey go ahead to the sideline for some reason.
Not sure exactly what's going on here.
Might be subbing him out. I'm not sure. But Gibson's lone in the backfield.
Looks like maybe some sort of equipment issue.
Yeah,
If he didn't have, he might have gone out without his mouthpiece. Yeah, missing the mouthpiece. The officials are going to stop you every time if they notice that. It's one of those things you get on the sideline talking, and it's really easy to forget to put your mouthpiece back in, especially if you set it down to take a drink.
Guffey
finds.
Fires. Got Josh Rowe outside. Josh Rowe.
Josh Rowe makes a little move. Gains out to about the 40, about a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5, Seymour.
2nd and 5. 9 minutes, 54 seconds rolling under it in the fourth.
Really good atmosphere here at the game tonight. I hope Seymour fans don't let this dissuade them from turning back out for their Eagles on September 20th against Anderson County. Anderson County, a former state championship team. That's going to be a tough matchup.
Star against Pittman.
I actually grew up with the Anderson County coach, Davey Gillum. He was quite a player in high school. Rushed for 2,000 yards in a season with Anderson County back around 96, 97. That's a good team they're going to bring. They run a wide open offense, throw the ball all over the yard. So with that penalty, going to move up. Seymour's got a 1st and 10 at their own 45. Guffey takes the snap. He's looking right.
Guffey fires.
He finds the receiver, throws a little over his head, incomplete. We're going to have 2nd and 10.
No wonder Anderson County won the state championship. You got a guy that rushes for 2,000 yards.
He's just the coach now. I threw you off a little there, Ty. I went back old school. That's what we old guys do.
Well,
I heard Coolio earlier in the night, and it just, I'm like trying to catch back up to reality. It took me back too far.
Well, I'm a senior, so I got one more year.
One more year. Make it a good one.
Make it good.
Eagles got a 4-receiver set at their 45. Guffey back to pass. He's going to scramble out to the left. He's got some pressure. He's going to throw it away. Live to see another down. It's 3rd and 10.
The whole entire offensive line just got pancaked.
Well, Coach Tyler Williams said that GP's strength was going to be the line of scrimmage, and it certainly has been tonight. They've been making holes on offense for Braden Maples, their star running back. He's been running all over the field, and the defensive line has also been crashing quite a bit. Guffey's not had a whole lot of time to think, especially in the second half.
Yeah, Pittman's been taking them dogs off them leashes and chasing after Guffey. Guffey sets, and he gets pancaked again. Guffey throwing, caught by Gibson.
Not quite.
Dropped.
Incomplete pass. Going to be 4th down again, a lot of pressure on Guffey. He had to make a decision quick, went to his check down, the running back, and couldn't quite bring it in. Even if he had, he was going to have quite a fight to get a first down there. 4th and 10, 9:36 on the clock.
And are they going to go for it? They're going for it. Penalty.
There's a penalty on the field against Gatlinburg-Pittman. Did you see the call, Coach Stennett? Well, it looks like it's going to be they're moving the chains. That looks like a first down. First
down and 10 yards to go.
I didn't see the signal from the officials. Must have been on the far sideline.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the PA announcer get it either. So four wide shotgun set here for Seymour.
See what Guffey the gunslinger's got. Guffey sets, looking, fires, caught.
He's got Ogle. Ogle makes a little move, little wiggle, stepped out about the 38. That's going to be a gain of 7. Going to be 2nd and 3 for Seymour.
Wrestled out by number, is that 8 or is that 0?
John Cohane
the holder
makes the tackle.
for Pittman.
So it's going to be 2nd and 3 at about the GP 38 for the Eagles. Looking to score here, get a little pride here late in the game.
Pittman go motion some people. Guffey. Snap back to Guffey. Guffey hands it off. Ryan Gibson. Gibson got a big hole. Gibson
First down, Eagles.
bulldozing his way. And Ryan Gibson, the bulldozer, does it again. They might be having some construction work down there.
Here in high school football, folks, the first down moving of the chain still stops the clock. Unlike the new college rules, we still stop the clock for a first down in high school football. They've got it set. The clock's winding. Double set, 4 receivers, shotgun.
Guffey sets. Fires it
deep. Got
Got
Ogle.
him, man, no.
Just out of reach. A little outside on the throw there.
And Ogle's
Nice throw, good
frustrated.
timing. Just a little out of reach.
If he would have caught that, I would have blown my head off. I would have blown my head off if Guffey
I
caught
hope
that.
not. All right, we're going to have 2nd and 10 at the Highlander 33.
We've seen Seymour do this early on in the game. You saw Matt Guffey trot down the field for a touchdown early on.
4 receiver
first
trips
quarter.
left.
Guffey
fires out.
Caught right side.
Connor
That's
Ogle. Connor Ogle with the catch. He's got about 9 yards there. Not quite a yard.
Connor's got some good stats.
Connor's made some nice catches, made some plays. He and Mason Brown have really stepped up catching passes. As we talked about when our audio wasn't working, we were just speaking out into the ether. This Seymour team did not return a lot of pass catchers. In fact, the leading receiver was Ryan Gibson, who caught 3 passes last year as a running back. So they're working with a lot of youth, and so far the receivers have looked pretty good.
Oh, was that caught?
No.
That's actually a break. That's actually a break for the Eagles because that would have been a loss. So not catching the ball there was probably the wise move there by number 3, Eli Sullivan, just letting it bounce on the turf.
Here we go.
Going to be 4th and 2 at the 25.
Got a little bit of wind chill coming up.
Yeah, the air conditioner in here certainly works.
Yeah. Will they do tush push is the question.
I would like to thank Charlie Householder for turning the air on.
Yeah.
Guffey back.
Guffey.
Got a 4 receiver set. He's rolling right.
He's
looking.
Guffey.
He's not going to go though. He's got wide open. Connor Ogle makes the catch at the 9-yard line. He's pushed out of bounds. That's going to be a first down, 1st and goal from the 9-yard line for Seymour.
You know what that means? First down, 10 to go, Eagles.
Connor Ogle did a fantastic job catching the ball and knowing where he was, and he picked up 3 additional yards because he knew where he was on the field. So made a great catch and then stopped before just walking out of bounds and got 3 more yards on the play.
That was definitely a 99 awareness kind of play. He knew right where he was, where he needed to be. See, the Eagles are walking back, though. What's the call here?
It's
Is
5 yards. It's a 5-yard penalty.
okay.
So
It wasn't a over the line or that was my first concern.
I was watching Connor. I didn't see the flag.
Yeah. And
Ineligible man downfield. Is that the call?
And just to give you a little bit of Seymour history, Miss Allison Scott, her husband played for Seymour, offensive lineman.
Yeah, it looks like it was an illegal man downfield. We got trips right. It's 4th down and 7.
Guffey.
See what the Eagles can do from the
going
Highlanders
for
30.
Guffey.
Guffey's going to
Under
scramble
pressure.
left. He's got some room.
Guffey
He
end
throws
zone.
Tipped and incomplete. Turnover on downs. The Highlanders will take over at their own 30 with 1st and 10. 7 minutes and 44 seconds to go. The score is 41-15. Those of you who see our little scoreboard in the right, it is frozen, and we are afraid to touch the computer because of all the technical issues we've had tonight. So we're just going to let that go, and we'll try to keep reminding you that it's 41-15. 26-point lead for the Highlanders with 7:44 to go in the 4th quarter. Sutton staying in at quarterback for Gatlinburg-Pittman. We had kind of wondered how that was going to go. Coach Williams was a little cagey about how the quarterback battle had gone at GP between the two young men, and got a 2-by-2.
Here we go. We got Sutton.
H-back shifts over.
Sutton.
Right side. There's the handoff to Maples.
Maples.
Yet again, more of Maples.
There he goes. Maples got a big room.
Maples gets about 20 on the carry. Off right. Well, kind of through the line. It's been the Braden Maples show all night long. When he's had the ball, he's been running through holes all night. He is a good running back. I'd heard he was shifty and strong, but he's got some quickness. He's going to break a few long ones this year, I think.
See Charlie over there opening up the window to get some fresh air.
All right, 1st and 10 at their own 48. Gatlinburg-Pittman, they've 2 receivers split out left, 1 receiver right.
Sutton hands off, and again it's Maples.
Maples goes about 2 more yards after first contact. It looks like he's got about 4. That's Rodriguez. Rodriguez in. So Maples being spelled by Rodriguez, who
Also had a good run.
has had a nice touchdown run tonight. This GP offense has really been kind of doing it every way they wanted to.
Here we go. We got Sutton. They're going to hand off again.
2nd and 7, handoff to Rodriguez. Oh, my goodness, he just put on a clinic. About a 23-yard run up the middle for Rodriguez. That's that soccer player footwork. He was cutting left, cutting right. That was a very nice run. Again, this Highlander team really has a nice 1-2 punch with Maples and Rodriguez.
Rodriguez looked like a dog in an agility course right there. And we are pleased, as always, to have Mr. Stennett on board.
Well, thanks, Ty.
You're welcome.
Rodriguez still at the running back. Now we moved into a tray set, tray left, which is just a slot instead of a tight end. Here we go. Hand off to Rodriguez, right up the middle.
And
Big
there
hole.
he goes. Rodriguez pushing his way down and finally going to be
Tackled at the 15-yard line, and that's tackled by number 6. 6 is Braden Fisher. Braden Fisher, that's a junior. I believe it's 6. It's either 6 or 8. I couldn't see. I think it's 6.
That's what happens when you got old men trying to spot jersey numbers.
I had to go see Dr. Joslin this week, and I've got this thing called multifocal contact lenses. That means that's bifocals for contacts. So
Yeah, they told me I need
yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
Guess what? I haven't done it.
Apparently 44, 45 is a bad year for people. That's when their eyes just go south.
Yeah, and I used to wear glasses. I don't anymore. I can hardly see.
Well, you got it coming up for you too, Ty. Here we go. Rodriguez and Sutton.
Sutton, hands
Hand
off.
off to Rodriguez again.
Rodriguez to right side. Rodriguez
nice.
pushing
And
in
he just
the
runs
end
in.
zone. Touchdown.
That little cut. That
Yeah.
little shift.
It's that nice little inside play there. I mean, he's straight in A gap, right in, bends it back, and touchdown for the Highlanders.
I don't know what you call it. He's got the wiggle hips.
Yeah, he's very shifty. Yep.
They be looking like a dog in an agility course right there, weaving back and forth.
Cohane's going to hold, and Cravens is going to attempt the point after. And our Eagles are starting to look a little bit tired.
Snap, hold, Cravens is got it.
And the extra point is good. It is now 48-15 in favor of the Highlanders.
Let's see if Seymour can come back. We got some Eagle fans still staying for the game.
Yeah, still great. There's a lot of fans left in the stadium. Here we got a updated score. It looks like Sevier County is up on Carter 42-13, and that's with 11:17 left in the fourth quarter. So the Smoky Bears are putting it to the Carter Hornets tonight.
Hey, looking at that Bears team, they look like they're loaded for.
Yeah, Sevier County looked really good at the Jamboree last week.
Yes.
They've got a great quarterback, got a running back. Actually, running back left Gatlinburg last year, transferred to Cosby, and then transferred to Sevierville. So they got a really good running back too.
Yeah, the thing about the Jamboree is I found a penny on the ground. I think my luck backfired a little bit.
Back deep again for the Eagles is Davis and Ogle. I think is that still Ogle or is that somebody? No, that's Ogle, isn't it?
Yeah,
Cravens with a pooch kick.
Up back.
they got a new guy coming up. He's got a big hole. There he goes, and ball is out.
Recovered by number 8. 8 is Andrew Wolf.
And what a
Looked like
break.
Senior Hunter Williams looks like is who took that
Return.
that play from the up back.
So
made
Hunter
some nice
Williams was
moves.
the up back and made a nice move, fumbled the ball, but it was recovered by Seymour, and that was Wolf on the recovery, Andrew Wolf. So it's going to be first down and 10 for the Eagles at the 50-yard line.
You know, we were talking about Sevier County. You were talking about the great skill players. Looking at that line of scrimmage, they have some guys that are going to be playing on Saturdays. They got a couple of really big guys on
Yeah.
that line.
Todd Loveday is coaching them again this year, and Todd's a solid coach. He'll have the Bears ready to play. So got some really good talent in Sevier County in football this year.
Grayson Davis.
Pick up about one.
Sophomore Grayson Davis getting some varsity minutes.
So that was Davis. It's going to pick up one here for the Eagles. It's going to be second down and 9. And
I wonder what they're trying to do with Man Guffey. I think they're just trying to sub him out. And the handoff goes.
There's Grayson Davis making a nice play.
nice run by Davis.
Sophomore goes for about 10 on that carry.
And we've got quarterback is Brody Faree.
Brody
Brody
Faree.
Faree, another sophomore, getting some valuable minutes with the varsity.
So here we go. So Faree and Davis in the backfield for the Eagles now.
Brody Faree, who's come up through the Seymour Little League football program. I've watched him since he was a little kid. It's really good to see him out there getting some snaps at the varsity.
We got Faree in the gun.
We'll hand off to Davis.
Davis spinning.
Met immediately by number
Immediately
54 for
taken
the
down.
Highlanders, and that is Tanner Green, a sophomore for the Highlanders.
Yeah, there's Seymour's trying to get their backups in. They got
Yeah, it looks like both teams have put some of their younger guys in. So
Ashton Hardyfield, number 10, bottom of your screen.
here we go. Faree again will take the snap for the Eagles. Second down and 10.
Faree.
It's going to hand off to Davis. And Davis is going to pick up about 2 or 3 on the play, and we've got a flag.
Tough run there for a sophomore. He was not giving up easily.
He's worked. Davis is working hard to get those couple of yards in.
Yeah,
See what the
certainly.
penalty is here. Personal foul against the Highlanders. That'll be a first down.
Something a lot of viewers don't think about when they watch the younger players out there playing. You see a running back get 2 or 3 yards, maybe he gets 5 carries for 10 yards, things like that. You don't realize he's running behind second or third team line. So everybody out there is young. So it's you're not going to see necessarily the potential of some of these athletes in these situations.
Yeah, and they're going to move the ball.
Yeah, that's going to be first and 10 for the Eagles.
First and 10 at the 39. We haven't seen Faree throw a ball as much. He's mainly been handing it off.
Here you go. Trips for
Faree.
the Eagles. Hand off to Davis. Davis is hit behind the line. Looks like he lost about a yard. 2 Highlanders came straight through. That's 54 again. That's the green for the Highlanders, and I didn't see the other one.
1 minute to go here in the final quarter. 48-15. Your score, Pittman on top. Got some good stand tunes going on. Faree to Davis. Davis with a big hole, and that hole closed up fast.
Davis is going to pick up about 3 on the play, maybe 4.
We might get one more play here before the final buzzer. I don't know. What do you call it here, Gary? Is it the final whistle?
Yeah,
We
the final
have
whistle.
a loud buzzer here at Seymour.
And they're just going to let the clock run out.
Going to let the clock run out. Probably the smart decision, down 33. Don't want to get anybody hurt.
And that's going to be the final, ladies and gentlemen, here from Benton Householder Stadium and Gary Householder Field. It's going to be 48-15 in favor of the Gatlinburg-Pittman Highlanders in cross-county rivalry game. It's kicking off the 24 season. Jason, I'm not going to lie, Seymour had some flashes where they looked pretty good.
Yeah, I know you've been there before, Gary, and you can talk about this certainly better than I can. A sports writer doesn't see what's going on in the locker room. Talk a little bit about a team has worked all summer. They've worked all off season preparing for a game like this. You're coming in confident. You think you're going to come in here and maybe punch a team in the mouth that's not expecting it. Play a pretty good first half. You're in the ball game. Then the second half, things don't go your way. What's going to be going on in the locker room? Coach Clark's going to be talking to these guys. How does he keep them up for McMinn next week?
Well, going into next week, I mean, he's got to build off the successes that they had tonight. That's the exact things that they need to talk about is what did we do good tonight? That's the first things that he needs to start saying, hey, guys, this was great. This was great. We had some flashes here. And then he starts to have to address the mistakes. Hey, we had an issue here. You know, we muffed a couple of returns. We made a few mistakes. We had personal foul issues. We had some penalties. So he's got to build up those successes, and then you have to address the stuff that you need to get better at. One of the things that Seymour needs, I mean, they're going to have some depth. I mean, they've got a bunch of young players. So they've got very few seasoned players that are playing for them right now. And that's one of the things that they're just going to have to do each and every week, especially as they get ready to go down to McMinn Central, is that, they've got to really work to build up these players with less experience. So, because they did, even though they had a rough season last year, they still they lost a lot of those seniors too. So
Yeah, I hope that any of the players that may go back and watch this stream, take that first half and look at the
Look at it.
positives.
Yeah.
You guys really played well in that first half. There were a few miscues, few mistakes here and there. Build off that though.
Yeah.
There's definitely talent on this team. This team can win some games this year. We're going to see. I have a feeling we're going to see some success. This ship, I feel like it's pointed in the right direction. I think the players need to stay focused, stay positive, and I believe they will.
And even the intensity, Jason. There were some of those personal foul things. Those are okay to a certain extent if that kid, if that's the intensity the kid's bringing and they just get a little frustrated. You can work with frustration a little bit. You can correct that. You can mold that into something. So even some of the penalties and issues, those are coachable moments. Those are teachable times. And I think the staff really has the passion there to make this group better and just to keep working each and every day at practice to turn it, just like you say, just to point the ship in the right direction. And now you've got a quarterback that is a pretty, he's a pretty good, Madden's a pretty good quarterback. So you've got some stuff there. You got two good-looking running backs. You just got to solidify. Even had some great
young
success out of
receivers.
their young receivers
Yeah,
tonight.
absolutely.
That's what I was getting ready to say too. So there's a lot of things there that the Eagles can think about and start working on as they move into the next couple of weeks. And then it's going to be several weeks until we're back here at Gary Householder Field. So
yeah,
they
Seymour
got some
fans,
time to work.
come out on September 20th. Support these Eagles against Anderson County. We've got a nice little break here. You can enjoy your college football, go travel around the county, see a couple of the other high schools. But when time comes around and we're back home, come out and see these Eagles. We had a great atmosphere tonight. There were food trucks here, lots of music, lots of revelry. It was a good environment. Anytime two county rivals match up, that's what you're going to get.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, there's nothing like high school football. It's fantastic.
It is.
And to bring a game like this out, like I said, it was a packed crowd tonight, and it was a great first game. Both teams had some successes, and we're going to move forward and try to build off this loss for the Eagles and work on going to McMinn Central and taking care of the business next week and continue to build off every little success that they have.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Gary Householder. Thank you very much, Mr. Ty Buffington, Mr. Austin Cummings, who is running our camera. Thank you very much. We had a good time trying to get the information out to you guys tonight. Meet us back up here September 20th. We'll be live streaming, and we'll have our kinks worked out by that point. But from all of us here in the booth, fly, Eagles, fly.
Have a great night.